Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dark Ranger Romeo, aka Romeo Shan, and I welcome you to this exciting video where we're going to look at the Guild Wars 2 Path of Fire Elite Specialization for the Mesmer. Unfortunately, at this moment, I have completely forgotten the name for that particular specialization, so forgive me. Let's go with Sylvari, because they're mysterious, as Mesmers are. Let's make him a bit big. And give him some masculinity. Skip to the end. What should we do? I don't know. FG, 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 FG. Why not? Say what? Well, ladies and gents, FG, 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 FG is taken. Let's put X there, I guess. And that works. Woohoo! So we're on our way. So Mesmer, I don't really have much. I have some experience with Mesmer, but only in PvE mainly. I've got a Norn Mesmer who, I don't know, I thought it would be a good idea, but it just, the Norn just feels so slow, and with a Mesmer, at least with me, because I play Mesmer with a sword, it sort of started to feel very slow. So I think that's why I haven't been able to really play with it as much as I'd like to. But yeah, I don't know. So on this particular specialization, one thing I do know is that they are going to have, well, they have the what do you call it, axe as the weapon for the Mesmer, and I think just maybe that might help me get back into the character, because I don't know, a Norn with a axe is pretty cool. Come on, guys, we all know that's cool. So as you can see, my game is taking ages. There you go, load it up. Looking at this, it looks like there's a lot of players, so it's going to take quite some time for the screens to load up. Alright, so it looks like the skill bars just loaded up. Looks like they've already equipped the new skills. Except they're got a mantra there, so I'm not sure. The Mirage, yes, I think that is the new specialization, if I'm correct. Right, H. EVP build. Mirage, yeah. So Mirage is the new specialization. Axe wielding guys. Too bad you can't wield axe on both your hands. They've got the burning torch on their left hand. This could be interesting. I know that they, well, I use torch on my ranger and my Mesmer as well. So let's start off by looking at the skills first. Go into the healing skill. The first skill is False Oasis. A deception skill, where you create a mirage at your current location and heal over time. When the mirage expires, it spawns a mirage mirror. Interesting. So it gives you healing. It gives you a little bit of an 5 seconds of vigor so that you can sort of heal yourself and then dodge into a more safer environment. That's good. There's some good survivability going on there. Let's try this baby out in a quieter place. It's a lot of noise in this place. Oh wait, I've just gone to this area thinking it's going to be quiet, and I've just realized that a lot of players are going to be there trying out the new skills, so that's probably not the best of plans. That's okay. Alright. The deception. Oh wait, there's a Mirage mirror. So there's a Mirage mirror. It says that creates a mirror at target location. Touching the mirror shatters it, granting Mirage cloak to you and weakening nearby foes. I'm guessing it basically makes a clone of you that looks just like you. Oh, nice. Oh, that's nice. Mirage! Oh, wait, it didn't even cross my mind till now that Mirage, as in, you know, like Mirage in the desert, Path of Fire. Get it? Anywho, let's check out the next skill. I think that's a mantra, so I'm not sure if that's actually part of the new skill set. Ah, there's the two new skills there. Alright. Illusionary Ambush. You and all your illusions shadow step to a random point around your target. Gain Mirage Cloak. Illusions' actions are interrupted when they change focus to the targeted foe. Okay, interesting. And then what's the other one? Mirage Advance. Shadow Step and unleash an attack that blinds your target and nearby foes. You may reactivate this skill to return to your original position and restore some endurance. Ah. Okay, so yeah, you can see it blinds the foes for a few seconds, damages the foes, and you gain endurance. Oh, sorry, I forgot to look at the details for the previous one. It's more of a Mirage Cloak for a while. See what this looks like. You have to target an enemy, so that was a bad idea. Let's try the Advanced Mirage. Yeah, of course. Straight off the bat, looking at these two skills, I get a very thief-like feel, an assassin-type feel. I think it's one of those, you know, I think the elite specializations have trying to be filling the gaps that exist in the existing professions or classes, which is, of course, you know, for example, you know, a ranger, for example, was not completely, you know, support, so you can be a druid ranger and support your allies instead of being, you know, more action orientated character. So in this case, they've opened up the possibility of being like a Mesmer assassin, and that sounds very dangerous, quite a dangerous combination to me. I think that'll be something I'll really look forward to on my own character. Alright, so the other skill is Mirage Mirror, which we already spoke to about. I think it's like an Mirage that's created every now and then. This skill is actually called Crystal Sands. Draw in shards of crystal sand that confuse foes they pass through on their way to your target location. The shards form a mirage mirror upon reaching their destination. Damage, confusion. This looks pretty interesting. I wonder if you can use this skill without... Oh yeah, ground targeting skill. See what happens. Wow. You see yourself in the mirror? Oops. My ugly face just broke the mirror, so I'm obviously not the fairest of them all. Skill number 9, let's try this out. So it's Sand Through Glass. Sand Through Glass. Evade backward and leave behind a mirage mirror. I think there's a skill like this that Rangers have, where they basically evade backwards and lightning strikes their enemy, because obviously, you know, it's the great thing. Okay, let's see. There it is. That's the Mirage Mirror that shatters. I can see, interesting. I have to say, visually, it's not as crazy as some of the things I've seen for the previous Mesmer specialization. Chrono, I don't know. Sorry, I'm not gonna guess. I'm literally forgotten the name for some reason. I should have looked all this up before I started making this video. That's fine. All right, the elite skill, the elite deception skill, is Jaunt. I don't know. Anyway, shadow step to your target location and confuse nearby enemies. All right, so there's damage, confusion. Oh, it removes conditions on you as well. So it removes one condition, and it forms a leap combo. Interesting. Let's give this a go. So, okay. I'm guessing it looks more exciting when you attack a guy. Or SOS. So look at the weapon skills now. So we look at the deception skills that are available for the utility slots. Now let's look at the weapon skills for the acts. So right off the bat, the first skill is lacerating chop. Oh wait. Just a quick view of this. You can see that the new build is very much condition based. Falling where it looks, in terms of being an assassin, I think it's looking more similar to Venom style assassins. Alright, so check this out. So the combo, that moment when your basic attack looks better than your utility skill animations. But yeah, let's try it out. Okay, so the first attack is lacerating chop, inflicts bleeding on your enemies. The second chop is ethereal chop, inflict torment on your target. The third skill is mirror strikes, inflict bleeding and torment on your target. And then the fourth skill is imaginary access. You release and phantasmal access. Release phantasmal access that seek out the nearest target after a short delay. That's quite interesting. You can hit the guy, get out of the situation, and then, you know, you're still sort of attacking the guy. Okay, I think this is pretty good. If your secondary is the short scepter, is that what it is? Oh no, they've got the staff. Well, I think if you have the short scepter at your secondary, specialize in condition skills, and obviously use this axe, it can go pretty well together for constant condition damage. Alright, so second skill, lingering thoughts. Sprint forward and strike multiple enemies, inflicting conditions and leaving a mirage at your starting position. If an enemy is near the mirage when it expires, a clone is summoned. Okay. Crazy. And as it seems to what is your two on top of that? I don't know what that means. Is like double attack now or something? So give it a go. So damage, cripple, torment. Torment seems quite a lot there. Alright. So if I use this skill, first one, let's try the lingering thought skill. Whoa! Oh my lord. It's almost like the Death Blossom thing, only it's not a backflip, it's a forward. Oh wait. Oh, you can use one. Oh, so you can use it twice. Oh guys, so there's a little number there above the skill. It means that it's basically a counter to show how many times you can use the skill. And seems like over time you can recharge it, so you can use it twice. That's pretty crazy. I've just noticed as well, if you look at the animation, your weapon actually leaves your hand and flies around you. That is awesome. Can you imagine if, well, in my case, you've got that huge Norn Mesmer, and he's jumping at you like that, like, oh my god, that would scare me. But at the same time, I'd be fascinated by it, you know, the way he's like flying in the air like a little butterfly. Alright, number 3, axis of symmetry. You and all your axis clone. My god, my reading is going really bad right now. Axis of symmetry. You and your axe clones shadow step to a random location around your target and strike, apply confusion. This attack breaks enemy targeting and your illusions change focus to the targeted foe. Oh yeah. Let's try it. Oh yeah, targeted foe, so you can't use that. But, oh my god, this is pretty good build. I think, whoa! Whoops! Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I think this is pretty good. It's like, it's basically what I was trying to do with my Mesmer, where was, you know, I was trying to use him as much as I can in melee, but it was, let's just say it wasn't the best idea. Alright, while we're here, before we go and do some actioni, or should we? Should I use the skills? Nah, let's look at the traits for this one first. PvP will. Dueling. I can understand why dueling is there, because it's more for melee. Illusions, you know, mirages, clones, getting shattered all over the place, all over your face, that is. Alright. The Mirage. Ambush, imaginary access, wasn't that a skill or something? I can't really look at this. What is this? Imaginary ambush, release phantasmal access. That's the skill that's there, isn't it? So that's the skill only exists because of this, but I already know that because I've got that, so I'm not quite sure what this is. Show more info. Wait, what? Why does it say show more info? Whoa, what's this? What's going on here? You can imagine. My bro just walked into the room, making all kinds of noise. Not sure what's going on.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, RG Gaming Nat Rush, aka the Brown Surfer.
I don't even know if you guys can hear him because he's a bit far from the mic. But that should be. Well, you've just heard an introduction by him, just maybe. Alright, so you got release phantasmal access, shoot a beam at a targeted foe, ambush. So basically, where are these ambushes? How they? I'll read them all out for you guys. First one, ambush, release, imaginary access we already looked at. It was on the weapon skill, so don't worry about that, guys. The second skill there is, oh wait, already seen that. Second one, split search, ambush, shoot a beam at a targeted foe, and secondary beam at your foes near you. Okay. Oh, wait, guys. Okay, I've just figured it out. If you look at this, I've just read that properly. Mirage Cloak. Mirage Cloak. Gain Mirage Cloak instead of dodge rolling. Skills become available for a short time whenever you gain a Mirage Cloak. Right, so if I dodge... okay, that didn't work. What was that? That didn't do anything. Oh wait, I think it's a skill change, isn't it? Let's try that out. Alright, so let's change skill, and then that's... Oh, that's interesting, guys. What else do you do? Do you see that, guys? So the imaginary access skill that is showing in the bottom is not something that I think it automatically spawns while you're attacking. Something that happens when you dodge, maybe, and then you get access to it. I don't know. I think when we see them in action, it'll probably be better. For the sake of reducing the video length, because I cannot pause at the moment because of the software I'm using, let's just look at all the traits. So as we were looking at this skill, the Mirage Cloak gives you access to all kinds of abilities. You obviously have the imaginary access, where you release phantasmal access that seek out nearest target after a short delay, causing confusion and damage. The other ambush you can get is you can shoot a beam at your target foe, and there's a beam that probably spreads from him and attacks nearby foes as well. The third skill available is something called Ether Barrage. You blink back a short distance, like Shadow Step, I guess, and launch a barrage of Chaos Orbs at your foe. Wow, that sounds epic. Inflicting either confusion or torment each hit. That's very interesting. That I really like it. Games like that when they do some sort of like when the characters have sort of like a gambling aspect to it, a gamble aspect to it. So you don't necessarily know the exact result of your actions, and sometimes it could be super mega awesome, and that's it just brings this additional excitement to your characters in such games. So it could be either confusion or trauma on this skill. The fourth ambush skill is blink to your target location and unleash a series of low damage strikes that rapidly extract vulnerability. It's called ambush assault, and I think it's very similar to a sword skill that the Mesmer already has. Okay, you've got oops, sorry, move my mouse there. Where was I? Number 5, was it? Chaos Vortex. Okay, releases a vortex of chaos energy that inflicts conditions on your foes and grants wounds to allies. That's pretty awesome. You can cause confusion or torment, and on your allies you can give them fury or might. That's great. Next, let's see, Mirage Thrust. Okay, lunge at your foe and strike them with your sword, briefly dazing them. Leave behind a clone at your original location. Wait, did he just say sword? Release, and the other skill is release a wave of energy that interrupts and confuses foes. Oh my lord, guys, I think I figured it out. That one skill explained to me how I gain access to ambushes. Are what ambush you get is based on what weapon you have, I think. So I've got an axe there, and I've got a access to imaginary access. So if I dodge, that's a cloak, and I got imaginary access. Oh, but oh my god, I'm looking forward to this.
That's valuable.
That is valuable. Oh, shut up. Okay, that was axe. Let's do sabers. Okay, let's do sword, guys. Let's do sword. Okay. No, I just want to equip it. I don't want to change it. Okay. Yes. All right. If I get a Mirage cloak with this, I get access to Mirage Thrust. There you go. Mirage Thrust. Wow, guys. So that is how the Mirage cloak system works. Every time you gain a Mirage cloak from the skills, you obviously get the evasion thing, but you also get access to a skill which depends completely on the weapon that you're using. So if you got a axe, it's gonna be different. So we look at this just slightly later on. We finish, but the mystery is solved. The mysterious Mesmer has bore fruit and explained things without actually explaining them. Had to figure it out. I think that was one of the things that really put off some people from Guild Wars 2. The fact that a lot of people felt it wasn't explaining things very well. So, I don't know. I think that was a weird one. Okay, so, alright. So, let's look at the first tier of specialization skills, traits there. You got self-deception. Using a deception skill will create a clone if you have exactly 2 illusions active. Alright. That's called it. The second trait is renewing oasis. Gain regeneration when Mirage Cloak is active. The duration of damaging conditions is reduced while you are regenerating. This is what is going to increase your survivability as a melee unit, if you will. You gain regen, of course, but condition durations are removed on you, and that's very helpful to be able to escape difficult situations and recuperate. The third trait is Riddle of Sand. When entering combat, your first ambush attack applies confusion. Oh yeah. This ability refreshes when you use a shatter skill. Okay. That's so if you're causing confusion already through your ambush skill, and then obviously if you use something like Cry of Frustration or a mind rack there, Actually, all of them cause confusion. So shattering and ambushing, they can really pile on the confusion on your enemies. I think that's very interesting because one of the things I have noticed is that in Guild Wars original, the Mesmer's confusion skill was quite powering. In Guild Wars 2, it's not that much. Obviously, balance is a good thing, but I think a lot of people miss the that aspect. Damaging enemies through confusion. So you can really, stack on confusion on this, and I think that will obviously a lot of players will find that very interesting. Alright, so next trait, the singular trait. I'm not quite sure what the term was for these ones, and then the tiered up traits. I suppose these are traits you choose, and this is just a passive trait. So next, passive trait, Nomad's Endurance. So shatter skills give vigor, which grants condition damage. Okay, so it's increases the condition damage, but also gives you the opportunity to get out of certain sticky situations with increased endurance regeneration. Sorry guys, I'm not sure what's going on. Alright, what's next? What was that? Alright, so Reforge Mirage Mirror. So your shattered illusion reforms into a mirror. Touching the mirror shatters it, granting Mirage Cloak to you and weakening foes. Okay? Shattered illusions have a chance of becoming Mirage Mirrors. Oh, this could... Oh my god, this is amazing. This is actually amazing. As I said, I don't play much with Mesmer, but if you get the hang of this character, it could both be one of the most fun things about the Mesmer and also the most annoying things about the Mesmers if you're of course playing against the Mesmer in PvP, for example. Alright, so next trait is Mirage Mantle. Gain protection when Mirage Cloak ends. That's good, increases survivability. Phantasmal Seeking Axe. Release a phantasmal axe that sends out a target after a delay, inflicting conditions. And it reduces the recharge of axe skills. Axe skills generate an additional phantom axe, which is the phantasmal seeking axe explained above. I myself would definitely go with this. This suits my gameplay. Go with this, of course, the renewed Oasis. Alright, so the next trait, the passive trait, is Speed of Sand. You gain super speed when you gain Mirage Cloak. Once again, great for getting out of bad situations, but also great for running around your enemies and kicking their ass. Alright, the next traits we've got is Infinite Horizon. When you gain Mirage Cloak, the trait is also applied to all your illusions. Wow. Does that... So, oh my god, so that gives access to your illusions to any of the ambush skills as well. So that's amazing. I can see how this is looking. So this is almost making me give up on my ranger and play Mesmer. So yeah, it's that good. All right. The second one is Elusive Mind. Dodging breaks stun and removes conditions. That's I think that's something that people will find very helpful in dungeon situations, of course, because with the thing about dungeons is that there's certain areas that do certain style of damage, that certain areas will have stun there, so that's why you'll be able to stuff like this will help quite a lot. Okay, and then the third and last skill on our view is Sand Shards. Strike nearby enemies, inflicting bleeding. Okay, and what's this? Dune Cloak. So use Sand Shards when you gain Mirage Cloak. Conditions applied to bleeding foes have increased duration. This really pushes for the whole condition aspect of this profession. Obviously the bleed is not important what's important is the torment and confusion that follows the bleeding. That, of course, is, you know, intelligent folks who played Mesmer or looked at this skills properly would find that an interesting explanation. If only there was a way to access a place where I'm just on my own, because I don't know, there's just too many people here. Alright, so I think we'll have to attack something else. Revenant can kick your ass, but too many people there. Alright, I'm just gonna go there. It looks quiet. Oh, lag. Oh, get away from me. I just wanna, you know. Alright, fight the ranger, because obviously that's my coolness there. I would rather attack a passive target, really. Oh, in a Mirage cloak by mistake. Alright, Axis of Symmetry. We're gonna find like statues, combat training. Test dummies. Aha! Test dummies, guys. That's what I'm looking for. This is gonna make a lot of noise, isn't it? Maybe I should reduce the sound volume a little bit. Yes, please. No way. Right.
Until next time.
I think that sounds more peaceful, wouldn't you say, guys? Alright, let's go look for these dummies. Dummies. Alright. Oh, it's all occupied. Why do you do this? Why? It's not the best time to show skill, is it? When everybody's just using the it's just overextending the video length for no good reason. Well, you can always forward it while you're watching YouTube, I guess. By the way, guys, I'm gonna put a little if you check out the description below, I've tried to organize a little content menu there, because I just wanted to have this video out ASAP, instead of waiting for it to sort of restart, if you will. You know, instead of, you know, editing it and then waiting for ages to do that and then uploading it there. That would be, you know, I want you guys to look at this before the game comes out instead of me releasing it when the game is out, because then there's no point. Alright, let's go to the ranger. Alright. Thinking that I've forgotten these skills as well, so I'll try the more assassin style skills. Right, so I'm gonna go with Illusionary Ambush and Mirage Advance. Oh, for crying out loud! Leave me alone. Right, maybe I can find the assassin. Alright. Okay, Mirage Miller. Evade backwards. I think evading might be a bad idea in this place. Just go with Crystal Sands, Shadows, and Jaunt. Alright. Alright, so try this baby out. Well, I thought I owned him, and then I realized somebody else did. Why did she want to do that? Just get away from me. Get away, man! I just want to make a video! Oh my god! Alright, mate. Right. Let's try this out. Right off the bat, I didn't actually get much damage. I don't know if the thief got distracted by the other Mesmer, but my survivability has gone really up. I'm also a bit scared from the Mesmer now, because if that's how much they can survive, I think I've got no hope in PvP now, especially against the Mesmer. But you never know. One of the things I do notice, I love the whole animations and stuff. I think it's, with this game especially, it gets everything gets a bit too, you know, how do I say it? How do I say it? Sensory overload would be the best way to describe it, because you know, often I don't know what's going on. I'm in the middle of a fight, all these amazing animations is going around, and I'm like, why? You know, what's going on? And I'm just there like using my skills. I've got a target locked up, fine, but you know, I'm just using my skills without realizing what's going on in front of me, which defeated the purpose of Guild Wars in general, because Guild Wars 2, especially when they were making it, though, they stated that they were aiming to make it in such a way that you can see your skill being used physically. So you're not looking at the skill bar, instead you're looking more at the, you know, at the animation going on. But obviously that didn't become the case, because as I said, there were so many animations going on, like colorful, bright, crazy, that you basically don't see what your character is doing. Anyway, I'll stop talking, because I'm wasting a bit of time there. Anyway, let's try it on this guy. Let's hope this lady doesn't come back to haunt me. Oh. Alright. Is my assassin buddies going on? Oh yeah! That was amazing. Amazon! One of the things I would like to take this opportunity to say is that in my Mesmer, my Norn Mesmer, his name is Shadow Wolf Romeo, and one of the things the reason I made a Norn Mesmer was because I wanted to, you know, I made Norn Mesmer, who belongs to the House of Wolf. I don't know what they're called. I forgot about that. You know, that's why it's Wolf. But the other thing was, I wanted clones, and I wanted to spam the clones and illusions in such a way that it was sort of like a wolf pack attacking an enemy. And I did it, but you know, Phantasm, etc., they didn't last that long to be able to, or look that brilliant, to be able to pull off that visual look that I was going for, visual aesthetic of, you know, like a bunch of us Mesmers attacking the enemy. Oh yes! Oh my god, yes! Oh yes! Alright, alright, so let's try that. So let's try skill number 1. I really like the aesthetic of it, but as I said, a bit of a visual overload. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Why did they have to do this? Why? Idiots. Anyway, alright. Right. See the skill number 2 then. Oops. Sorry. There you go. So having those clones right next to me really gives that aesthetic of, you know, a wolf pack attacking the enemies. So I'll absolutely thank you, ArenaNet, for coming up with this idea, you know, this build to be able to spam clones, because I can finally play the sort of RPG character I was looking for. Let's try skill number 2 now. Axis of Symmetry. Oh, what happened there? Oh shoot. Okay. You and all your axe clones shot to a random location, isn't it? Oh, okay. That's probably why. There you go. Oh, that's good. That's good. 12 stacks of torment there. This is doing too much damage, I have to say. I mean, it's good to have damage, but this is just too much damage. Alright. Shadow Scepter target location and confuse enemies. He looks very confused right now. I can see butterflies around his head. Alright. Crystal shards. Make the Mirage cloak. And I missed my opportunity to use the ambush skill. Shadow step and unleash to attack the blind targets. Try that. What a guy! And then number 7. But I'm really enjoying this, I have to say. The problem I have with enjoying a skill is that it basically ends up with everybody playing the same build. So, you know, it's just like, that's what I hate about these games. Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy. But we'll look at that as another video. Alright, so last but not least, we're going to look at what all these skill animations look like for the Mirage ambush skills. Let's start off with the axe, obviously. I think we've already looked at it, obviously, but just for the sake of looking at everything as a final thought, if you will. So let's dodge into them. I think that would be a good idea. Okay, so you go there. Or you can do what this guy did. Damage them. Wait, did he just take like half of the health off with like one attack? Oh no, it's probably like that assassin guy again. Being a pain in the ass. See? No, I came here for the quiet. Now everybody's just taking away the skill. Oh, leave me alone. Alright, so I dodge into him and use imaginary access.
My pain is easy.
So that's imaginary access, guys. You just saw that. Alright, let's try a different skill. What happens if I use... I just want to equip the skill. I don't want to change stats. The weapon. Alright, so the next weapon we'll try is focus. Longsword. Let's try that. Yes. Alright, longsword. Let's try that one. So that's the... Let's try it in the light one. So the ambush skill for that is split surge. Shoot a beam at a target foe and secondary beams at foes near the target. Okay, so let's try that. So alright, you guys just saw that. I did a vertical view of that. If you guys want, I can try it again. So there you go. That was pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Alright, that's it. Just stop attacking now. Alright. Can you use handguns in one hand? No, you can't. Okay, so that was 2. There should be 7 skills. Scepter. Let's try that. If it get out. Please stop aggroing. No, stop attacking. Oh. Alright, I think I'll just have to kill this guy.
I feel furious. Ready for more.
Finally, just leave me alone. Just get out. You just die. Oh no, no! Oh, come on! Sorry about this, guys. No! God damn it. Welcome to the sad world of Romeo Rashad. Really? You're just like... Is he dead? Yes, finally. Okay. Thank you. Finally, somebody helped me out. For the right reason. Instead of just annoying me. Alright. Alright, Scepter. Let's equip a Scepter. The ambush skill for this is Ether Barrage. Blink back a short distance and launch a barrage of chaos. Yeah, that's it. Dragon Ball Z mode. So if I do this, that was cool. That was cool. Did you guys see that? I sure did. Alright, next skill. Jeez, I've just realized I've spent quite a lot of time on this video. Alright. Go on to... So that was the third skill we've seen. Axe. Sword. You've seen staff, have you? No, you haven't seen staff. Alright, seen staff. Let's watch staff. Alright, let's try this out. So let's dodge to the side or back. Oh no, leave me alone. Please, dude. Like, please, give me a chance. Alright. The skill for this guy is going to be ambush, is Chaos Vortex. Release a vortex of chaos energy that inflicts conditions at first and grants wounds to allies. That was pretty interesting. Did you guys see that? Let's watch it again. It's got the same like animation from that little spin staff animation from Revenant, which I absolutely love. Alright, let's try the next. That's 4 weapons now. What else is left? Trident and stuff. Could that be it? I don't know. I don't know. Do you get... Oh, one thing I haven't actually checked properly is... Or at least I didn't notice, but whether you offhand gets the weapon ambush skill. So let's give that a go. If I dodge... Nah, it's just your main hand weapon that gets there. That's it. Oh yeah, didn't try a sword. Let's buy a sword out. Alright. So for that, the ambush skill is Mirage Thrust. Remember that one? Launch at your foe and strike them with your sword. Briefly dazing them, leave behind a clone at your original location, aka harassment. Alright. Dodge and then... Oh, wait, that was it? Was that it? Dodge into them and then attack with this. No, that's not it. Right at this guy, shall we? So if we dodge into him. I like the lunge. I like the lunge. Lacking the lunge. That's 5. So there's still 2 more. I've done staff. I've sent. So the other 2 must be for the trident and the spear. Which, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to check that out on this map. Trident and spear. Alright, let's try it out. Is there a body of water somewhere? There's a body of water going down there. And it's going nowhere. I don't think there's any water body on this map to check out the skill underwater. Damn. Damn. Try it here. No water body. Oh well. Well, there you have it, folks. It was the new Elite Specialization for Mesmer. It's called the Mirage, and it's releasing soon with the Guild Wars 2's expansion, Path of Fire. I am absolutely loving the new Elite Specialization, and I think it will most definitely bring me back to my Norn Mesmer, because it's pretty much what I was looking for the Norn. So, ladies and gents, this is Romishan signing off. Thanks for joining me. Please watch all the other videos on the YouTube channel. Every now and then we do a Twitch stream, but it's mostly my brothers. But yeah, do log into that and support us as well. We don't have a Patreon page, but hopefully if your support is there, that is something we will do as well. But thanks for joining me. Goodbye, and most definitely get Guild Wars if you haven't got it yet.